Hello, everybody. Becky here with the Simple Spruce Studio. Good morning, and welcome to my segment of Craft Around the Clock for this week. So, come on in, guys, get comfortable. We're going to do another thrift flip, of course. Let me get some comments going so I can see who's out there. So, I want to say hello to YouTube and Facebook. I am streaming both places. No, now what did that go and do? We don't want that. Technical difficulties here. There I am. More like operator error. That's what we're going to call it. So, okay. Comments. If you guys seen last night's thrift went on at 6 o'clock, I showed you my most recent thrift haul items and had them listed on my website at simplesprucestudio.com. Hi, Diane. Happy Tuesday. And this was one of the items that I thrifted. It does have a very nice little sheen to it now. What I did, the only prep that I did with this, I took and cleaned it off with soapy water. And then I lightly sanded the top because there were some spots. Some of the paint was kind of raised on this. And I know, don't hate me guys, I know a few people said last night, please don't paint the horse. But nobody purchased it yet. So I did have several orders afterwards, but nobody had purchased this piece. So we are going to spruce this up and just give it a new look. So I cleaned it, I lightly sanded it, and then I took my shellac and sprayed 2 coats of shellac on this. So that's where you're getting that shiny look. Hi Phyllis, good morning. So that is the only prep that I did to this. I want to keep the base blue and the rim of the box that real primitive country red color. Love those colors. So we're just going to, if you notice, I've taped off. I got to put another piece of tape on, but I wanted to show you guys what I was doing. I'm taping it off so none of my paint goes over onto the side. Now, if this was raw wood, I probably wouldn't tape it off because whatever went over the edge, I could just sand it off. And to me, I hate taping off things, but I cannot sand that off or it will sand the color off. So we are, hi Cynthia. So we are going to finish taping off this part. Because like I said, if it was raw wood, we would just, if there was any paint rollover, we would just sand it off. But I do not want to sand off the red. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, everyone. Come on in. First time watching from Alabama. Robbie, hello and welcome. So glad to have you. This box here, if you guys are just hopping on, is a thrifted box. If you saw my thrift haul last night, you would have seen that this was one of the items. And we are going to, I taped off the rim because I want to save that red color. I don't want to get any paint on it. And we are going to paint this lid. Hi, Deborah. Now, I did shellac this because of the red paint, and I did scuff sand it. I scuff sanded it first, and then I shellacked it, sprayed some shellac on it, just because I was worried about the tannins seeping through my paint. So hopefully we won't have any bleed through. Now, I am going to put a transfer on it, and I did put the book up. I think it's called Seed Packs, Seed Packets, Seed Transfers by IOD. This is the one that I chose for it, which has got some beautiful fall colors. That is right around the corner, y'all. I am a new follower from Alabama too. Dana, hello and welcome. Yay, I'm so glad there's some newbies out there. There's Miss Lynn. Good morning. I saw Lynn last night and Phyllis last night before I went to bed, and now this morning. I love it. So, I usually do white under my transfers, or no, I don't. I do all kinds of colors. I usually do white on my decoupage paper. That's what I'm trying to say. But I did not want to use white or cream. I wanted to keep the colors kind of primitive looking to go with the other two colors on the box. So I chose to use DIY's paint in Sandy Blonde. So this is the color that we're going to, and I think it's going to go really good too with the colors on the transfer. Miss Kelly Cat's on here. Hello. Girl, I've been watching you for a while, and welcome to Craft Around the Clock family. So excited to have ya. Hi, Miss Melanie. Lynn said, did we sleep? I don't know. Today's my day off this week. I know I'm not in the corporate world anymore. I quit that. It hasn't even been, has it been a year? I don't even know now. I was just so glad to be out of it. Good morning, Carolyn. Okay, we're going to get started. Like I said, I washed it up. It's a thrifted item. I cleaned it. I scuff sanded it and sanded some of the paint, raised paint areas down. And then I did 2 coats of spray shellac on it. I was a little worried about that red, especially bleeding through, and especially after you sand a piece of wood too, that opens up all the pores in that wood, so that allows all the tannins and stuff to come through on your paint. So I did choose to spray shellac it. You can use a polyacrylic top coat or even Mod Podge or crystal clear chandelier, liquid patina stuff. You can use any of that, and that could help. But I always have the spray shellac on hand. So isn't this an awesome color? I think a lot of people kind of overlook those neutral colors sometimes. And I am going to 2 coat. Like I said, I did tape off the red. The lid was trimmed in red, a burnt red, kind of a primitive red. So I did tape that off because I did not want to mess that color up. Good morning, Pat. Thank you so much. Miss Marcia sprinkled the love. Thank you. This is going to look so much better. Those 70s and 80s stencils were so cheesy. I agree. I thought about when I first saw it, I thought, oh, that would look cute in the baby's nursery. And that there is no room. If you guys didn't see the little nursery tour, nursery/spare bedroom that I did here for the baby, you have to go back and watch that. But there is nowhere else to put anything in there. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to spruce it up, give it a facelift, and offer it up for sale. This is listed on the website, y'all, at thesimplesprucestudio.com. And when I'm done, I will take updated pictures of it and post those on there, but the price will not change. So if anybody's interested in it, you can hop on over there and purchase it. Going to be a cute decor piece. You can even use it to put seed packets in it, store your seed packets in it or something like that. Judy, love your videos. Nova Scotia, Canada. Oh, hi, Judy. Thank you so much. Good morning, Elizabeth. Let me get this good and dry. Did you guys hear that lag in my heat gun? Don't go out on me until I get this paint dried. Oh. I have had that thing. I got that for $9.99 at Harbor Freight 3 years ago, probably. Oh, maybe more than that. It might be 4 years now. But it's held up pretty good. I'm glad I'm catching you live. Me too, Tony. Hello, hello. Good morning, all. Denise, spreading the joy. Thank you. If you guys are catching me on my page, The Simple Spruce Studio, make sure you click over to Craft Around the Clock afterwards and catch all the other presenters for today and all week. All right. I really thought this sandy blonde color would go good with the primitive colors. Good morning, I'm from work. I could finally love your work. Oh, awesome, Marie. Thank you. Okay. Hold on. Put that lid on over my thing and all the little crusties off the lid decided to fall on there. Lesson learned. Now, I want to get this paint really good and dry. If you guys have seen one of my previous videos a while back, I was doing an IOD transfer on another box and was struggling big time to get the transfer to adhere to the surface, and I came to the conclusion that if I'm doing a live, I'm limited on time, of course, so, and it always says, you know, put a top coat on, let that dry, then put your transfer on, and then re-top coat the transfer. Well, I did that, but that did not, I did that on the live, but it did not allow enough time for that top coat to cure properly. That top coat has to be really set up and cured. So I got the transfer on there, or I put the transfer on there and started rubbing it on. It was not sticking, it was pulling the paint off, it was a hot mess. So what I did was I left the transfer on there, let it set overnight, came back the next day and rubbed on the transfer, and it came off so easy. If you do a top coat before a transfer, make sure you give that top coat proper time to cure, or you are going to struggle. And believe me, I was on the struggle bus that day. Caught you on my way to swim lessons. Well, good morning, Kaylee. Tell those kiddos I said good morning. I remember that, and yes, you poor thing, really. I was rubbing, yeah, I think the harder I rubbed, the more paint it started pulling off. It was a mess. But it did come out really pretty. The box sold, they loved it. It was, yeah, it was good. But I did have to leave it set overnight. So we're not going to top coat this first. We're not going to. We're going to let this cool a little bit. Let that cool off. Again, this was the newest one. I wish I would have kept my little packet. I have these little bags over here, you guys, that are on my Amazon store. If you guys do have the IOD transfer books, this one here is, because I thought about doing the pumpkins on there, but it's like when I cut it out, I feel like I'm wasting too much of this sheet. So I thought I'll wait till I have a bigger project to put this on, because I don't want to waste. I love these transfers, so I didn't want to waste them. But this one here is the Malo Pages. Malo, however you say that. So this one was one of the options I was thinking about. But these little packets, guys, keep your transfers all nice and neat. They fit in there perfectly. They're waterproof. They zip up. They got this little hanger thing on them to where you can hang these up if you got a pegboard. So very nice. These little packets, I forget how many I got all together, but you can find them on my Amazon store link. I have them listed on there. All the stuff that I use that I like, approve of. But yeah, they work wonderful. So I have all my transfers in those. And the cool thing is you can still see through to see what you're looking at without having to pull them all out and all that stuff. So good morning, Karen. Do you have the link for the packets? Yes, down in the link tree below you should see, I don't know if it's like a little box of little squares you got to click on first. I'm not sure what you guys are seeing right now. I see a little like chain links. If you click on that, it'll list all my links for my Amazon store, my other Facebook page, which is the Spruce Girls Craft Room, any other kind of link. It's on Becky's Amazon link tree. Yes. And there should be two categories on there. One will say tools and hardware, and the other one will say craft supplies, and they're under the craft supply one. Okay, I think this is cooling off. So I started at 8:15, so I got till 9. Okay, I gotta watch my time, y'all. I don't want to run into the next presenter that is up next on Craft Around the Clock, which is yesterday's tomorrow's. Love that name, by the way. It's 4 squares, and then it says featured links. Thank you, Kaylee. I knew it was different than what I see on mine right now, so thank you, thank you. That helps so much. I love it. You guys got my back. You guys got my back. This fits on here perfectly. I know a lot of people would probably want to do something this way, but you know, your girl's got to be a little different. I'm putting mine on oblong. What's cool about these boxes too is, guys, don't discard them for the dated look that they have, because you guys know a little bit of paint will go a long way. But this can also be hung on the wall just as the lid. Just the lid. It could be a decor piece. Or you can take the other part of the box too, because it's not something that's real wide, and decorate the inside of this. Use it like an opened shadow box. Do some kind of decorative piece in there. Then you can also hang this on the wall. And this is a substantial piece. It's not real heavy, but it is wood. It's not cardboard. It's not cardboard or anything. Good evening from Australia. I figured when I sing good evening. My name is Carol. Well, Carol, hello and welcome. So, all right. So if you guys have never used the transfers before, they have a white backer sheet. You just peel that off and you take your transfer that's on the carrier sheet, lay it face up, and be careful when you stick it down. You do have a little bit of leeway, but sometimes if it's too sticky, gets stuck down too much, you want to move it, if you pull it up, you will lose part of your transfer. It will be stuck down. I've done that before. I see a little bird nest in the bottom. Oh, of the thing. Yes, I know. Wouldn't that be cute with some kind of tall little sprigs or branches sticking up, or even if you glued it into where you had a little branch going across here and a little bird sitting on it. And I could just think of all kinds of little things. Even if you want to add some kind of cute little critters to it. How cute are these? I've got some ideas for these guys. I just haven't gotten there yet. Okay, all your transfers come with a transfer tool. Just getting on. Where did you find the transfer, please? This is an IOD transfer, and I order my IOD products from Mara with Vintage Retail Therapy, and her link should be in the link tree below. I think I put hers and Upcycled by Breeze, where I get my DIY paint. If not, I will post it in the description, her link, when I get done here. Good morning, Irma. Hello from Pittsburgh. Goldie, hello. I don't see it on your... Stacy, I will post the link in the description then. But I know I put those on there because I had a few other people before, several other people asked me about the link on those, because those little packets, and you get a lot of them. Let me see. Because you guys know I have a lot of transfer books, but I still have... out of that packet, 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have 5, so it might have been like 10 or 12 that you get in a packet. So, okay, we are gonna start rubbing here. Dana, thank you. There is Mara's link, Vintage Retail Therapy, and that is where you can find some IOD products. So, like I said, you get these little tools and you just start rubbing over your transfer. And I think if you read the directions, I don't read it. I know. That's kind of like men. They don't read, follow instructions, directions. I did not read. I'm one of those that if I see somebody do it, I'm more of a hands-on visual. Once I see somebody do it, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. But I think a lot of people say that it says to top coat first, but most definitely do that if you have time to literally let your top coat cure all the way. But on here, nobody got time for that, so we're not top coating. So we're hoping this comes off really good. So far, so good. And I pull up slowly, so if you see anything still stuck to your carrier sheet here, then you just have time to lay it back down and rub right back over it, and then it should stick down. Mara is great in helping. If you had, she is wonderful. I'm visual. It's Carol. I know. That's how I am. Don't make me read all that stuff. Just show me. I learned so much. And let me do hands-on. Because once I've done it, then I'm good. And I have noticed, I do a lot of these transfers on, if you are using pen art products such as the fine line, crackle medium, you better read the directions. Thank you for that. Was that the old rocking horse box? Yeah, Kathy. It didn't sell last night. It did not sell. This box, by the way, is listed on my website at thesimplesprucestudio.com. Don't be mad at me. That's okay. I still thank you. Thank you. Like I said, when I first saw it, I thought, oh, that's going in the baby's nursery. But I'm like, where the heck are you going to put that? I'm out of room. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. Slowly. See, and I got little areas that weren't rubbed over. You'd be amazed at what you miss. You think you've got the whole thing covered, and good morning, Miss Penny. You guys, I know that a lot of people are hopping on as their personal on their personal pages because that does help, because Facebook will only run ads on people's personal Facebook pages and not their business ones. So it helps us out, and I appreciate that greatly. But if you do hop on as on your personal side, make sure you say good morning from, and then your business page. So anybody that's on here that doesn't follow you yet, they have that opportunity to see, oh, there's another crafter, another business page. You're more than welcome to do that. I'm all about that. Miss Beth, hello and good morning. See, like Beth's on here. You guys need to go check her page out too. Like I said, guys, feel free to put your business page in your comments. So everybody can see that there are more out there. If they're not, I know a lot of people probably already know you guys. But you never know, just in case. That's what I love about this crafting community, you guys. It's awesome. They are literally all about helping everybody out. I'm sure your new project will be beautiful. Thanks, Kathy. I think they call this riding the wave. You just keep lifting and rubbing and watching. Like I said, if you see anything stuck to your carrier sheet, lay it back down, rub right back over it. So you do not lose any of that gorgeous detail that IOD puts into these. I'm not sponsored by IOD or anybody else for that fact, but I will tell you what I like, what I've used, and I think is really good. Barbara Griffin, hi, good morning. The other day I saw a crafter heating up the transfer against the base. I've wondered why she did that before rubbing it on. Pam, I don't know. Now you got me curious. I'd really like to know what that was about. If it... I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't do that if I had top coated, because that might, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research and find out what that was about. Oh, but what I was saying is I put these transfers on like drop cloth fabric and stuff like that, and it works wonderful on surfaces like that too, glass, porcelain, any surface pretty much. But I found you have to rub a little bit harder when it's on a drop cloth, and then your transfer sheet should come out clear. And then I just take my sheet, my carrier sheet, rub over it, I burnish it, make sure it's all laying down real good. And then let me show you the beautiful outcome. I saw someone do it also. They said it makes the transfer stick faster. Oh. I'm going to have to ask Mara about that, see if she knows. She might have been the one doing it for all I know. You guys, I have not had much time to watch a lot of other people. I try to play it while babysitting. I let everybody's run, but I hate to say it, but I haven't had much time to watch since Grandma's been babysitting Sweetness. Look at that. I'm glad I picked that color too to go under it, which is, I'm going to stick that in there yet, DIY's Paint by Sandy Blonde. Now, DIY paint is a clay-based paint. It can be reactivated when it's gotten wet, so you do have to seal it. So I am going to go over this with Big Top, which is by DIY, and it is a sealer. It will seal the paint and it will seal the transfer. But look how gorgeous that looks. I'm not going to peel the tape off yet. We're going to go ahead and put a sealer on. How am I doing? Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I was trying to think. Okay, so this is Big Top. It's a top coat by DIY. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it, but this is good stuff. You could also, no, I don't think. I think the way the box looks in itself, I think I'm just gonna, I thought about clear waxing it and then dark waxing it. What do you all think? Should I wax it or should I just top coat it? Marilyn, I love the update. I just started a craft page called, oh, what is it? There's a new one. Crafting Nan. Whoop. Oh, anytime. Yes, Mara does sell DIY products too. I try to break it up to where I support, where I can support other people too. So I do buy my DIY products from Bree with Upcycled by Bree. Just top coat. Beth, I'm done with my radiation now, and it's a set and wait until the doctor sets me up for a PET scan to see if the cancer is free. Girl, you are still in my prayers. Most definitely. Good morning, Vicki. Yes, you are. Let us know what the outcome is on that. Just top coat. Okay, we're just going to top coat. That was my first reaction. But if you use the wax will brighten it up, and it is a sealer, so you wouldn't have to do any top coat after you waxed it. But the wax usually will dry down once it cures, sets up, and you will have more of a chalky look finish to your paint still. Now the Big Top, it will give it just a slight bit of a sheen to it after I seal it with that. And you guys will be able to tell and give you another look at it before I... But the red trim on this lid is about that color, so that's going to look really good once I peel the tape off. Do you recommend heating up the transfer first before using it, like some have mentioned in here? I have never... Oh, there's Mara. So, yeah, Mara, have you done that? Have you heard of that, or what? Because that's the first I've heard of it. I'm a one-stop shopper. Most definitely. I completely understand that. No need with IOD transfers. Okay, so they might have been using a different type of transfer. Yeah, like I said, I have never had a problem with the transfers adhering unless I did not let my top coat cure. And Mara was there when I was on the struggle bus that day. And that's exactly what she told me, that the top coat probably wasn't completely dried or cured. And yeah, so yeah, she saw me struggle that day. I was like, oh my God, where's the expert? What'd I do? I've done it and it works, but don't overheat it. That would be my fear, yeah. I mean, because you're talking with a transfer sheet is plastic, it would melt them, so. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and pull off the tape and reveal, and then I will probably put another coat on. So let's see how our colors look and see if we had any bleed through with our frog tape here. So far, so good. Oh, I'm going to love this. I'm telling you, the red on this lid goes so good with the florals. What do you guys think? Look at that. Nice, isn't it? I use Big Top on my white painted surface, and it's streaked yellow. Really? I have never had Big Top yellow on anything. I wonder, was it wood that you, on a white painted surface? What kind of type of surface were you using? Now, I know that if you use oil-based products, they definitely yellow, but Big Top's all natural. It's water-based. I have never had it yellow. I could see if you used it on a piece of wood, maybe, and the tannins raised up and started yellowing. I'm not sure. Let me see. Love it, love it. Kim, DIY paint on wood. I bet you it was the wood tannins. That's why I'm always leery about it, especially if it's a piece of wood you sand or scuff sand or something. I always make sure I seal that wood before I put any kind of paint or anything else on it, because those tannins, especially if you've sanded it, it opens up the pores in that wood and releases tannins, and it rises. But look how gorgeous that is. Don't those colors look so good together? Nice. It is almost dry enough to put a second coat on. Keep in mind, guys, you could even go further with this box. You can decorate the inside. You can decoupage paper on the inside of it. And again, take the lid off. You can hang this on the wall as a decor piece, just like it is. Then you could also take this piece and use it as an open shadow box, like I said, with a little bird nest in it or something. And yeah, all kinds of things. Or hang it this way and you even have another surface. So think of other ways that you can use these items instead of, just for what you see it as when you buy it. Love it. So lovely. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Lynn. Okay, so was it, you like it now or before? You won't hurt my feelings. Just let me know in the comments. Before or after, what do you like? Mara, thank you. But like I said, guys, when go buy secondhand, you would be amazed at what a little bit of paint can do for a piece. Don't just walk past it because it's dated. Think about what you can do to it after. Love it. Good. Now, of course. Okay, we're going to put a second coat on this real quick. Like I said, this is listed. Before I came live anyway, it was still listed on the website for sale. The price will not change. I mean, you'll see the before pictures on there. I will go in later today and post the new pictures. But if you are interested, you feel free to hop on over there and purchase it. It's thesimplesprucestudio.com. The transfer, this one is the seeds transfer. Sorry, I'm going to have to go to bed. It's midnight here. I'll catch the replay. Well, good night. I hope you have a good rest, Carol. All right. And do not need to finish off the box or anything, which I'm kind of glad I did use the big top because there is kind of a sheen to the box as it is. So using the big top is giving the top part a type of sheen too, a little bit of a sheen. So it does go very well. I like it. I like it. Dawn, thank you. So yes, so pretty. And this box is not cardboard, y'all. It is wood. It is a wood box. I love the little details on the side where my thing's backwards here. I love the little detail, just the little subtle details. Love that. Dawn, thank you for sprinkling. So yes, so cute. Like I said, you can decoupage the inside of this, use it for 2 pieces. Love the hat box. Wood, yeah. I definitely, when I first saw it in the store, I thought, oh, it's cardboard, but I could paint the whole thing up, split it apart, do 2 pieces, but keeping it together. See my top coat a little thick there. So yes, IOD transfers, DIY paint, big top for the top coat, and we've got a new beautiful item. So there you go. All right, guys, do not forget, go check out the next person coming up on Craft Around the Clock. It's yesterday's tomorrow's. Now I have to go look for boxes. I find them all the time at the thrift stores, guys. Kathy, Baton Rouge watching. Well, hello and welcome. Thank you, Mara. Thank you, thank you. And so easy. So quick and easy. I'm telling you, you use IOD products, whether it be the stamps, the transfers, whatever it is, you can take an ordinary piece that you thrift and change it into something that looks completely high-end. It's amazing. I love their products. I love the detail that goes in, that they put into their stuff. So I know a lot of people probably think that, oh my gosh, you know, they can be pricey. But if you figure how many projects you can get out of one transfer book, it well worth the money. Well worth the money. Thank you, Becky, for your great ideas. I have a lot. Oh, cheese boxes. Yes. Don't come across them that often, the cheese boxes. And I would love to. I would pick them up in a minute. Just got an order from IOD. Thrilled to get busy. It's exciting. And when I first got IOD products, y'all, I know I'm yik-yakking. I was always like, oh no, I got to save that one for just the perfect piece, just the perfect piece. And next minute I know, the next season, holiday or whatever, they're coming out with new ones and I haven't even used the old ones yet because I'm holding on to them thinking I've got to have this perfect piece. And sometimes it's just that last minute project, y'all, that you just do, the spur of the moment, and it usually turns out to be one of the best projects you do. So don't just hang on to them. Use those things. Use them. Don't think, oh, I gotta wait until I find the perfect piece. Because that's what I did. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta start using up the other ones because I can't justify buying the new ones. So, and I love it. I love when they come out with the new stuff. So buy nice so you don't have to buy. Yes. Mary, great therapy. That's just how my mind works. And I'm like, okay, Becky, just start using them. So yeah. All right, guys. Make sure you go check out the website, thesimplesprucestudio.com. And I just posted a whole bunch of new items on there. Make sure you read the descriptions because some of them say to be upcycled. I do have my next piece here that is going to be my next upcycle, y'all. You guys are like, what is she going to do with that? Picture this either spray painted. This piece comes out and you can add IOD molds to it, transfers. You can do whatever you want to this. And either roll towels up, hang this in your bathroom with rolled towels. I thought of rolling pins, those decorative rolling pins. How cute would this be to display your rolling pins? You can even hang a little apron from one of the hooks or something, but this is next up. So be looking for that, guys. Also, make sure that you go over down in the link tree. There is a link for buying on Whatnot. I am a seller on Whatnot now, and I will be having a show coming up. I don't know when or anything yet, but I'll post that on my page. But make sure you guys go over and check that site out. It is addicting. It is. If you love the auction scene and the whole meeting new people and chit-chatting, it's fun. What is your surface? It is this oval wooden box. I didn't paint the sides. I left those the same, but we did update the top. And that is what it. One of my most recent thrift finds. That's what I use for my rolling pins. Yes. I thought rolling pins too. See, great minds think alike. All right, y'all. I want to thank you all for joining me today. Make sure you go over to Craft Around the Clock and check out the next presenter for today and for all the rest of the day too, guys. So you guys go enjoy your day, and I will see you all next time. Love you guys. Bye.